Oh man, oh that was delicious. Hello for whoever's watching, whoever's not watching. This is gonna be fun for me. Just give me a minute to get this situated, and maybe somebody would join me, and maybe they won't. Who knows? But just hold me. Hold on. Hmm. I gotta ask the question. Just gotta ask the question. Do you lie about why you are with your partner? Let me ask again. Do you lie about why you're with your partner? And people are like, why are you saying that? Um, I'm gonna get into it because this is something that I have. Char Willie, my favorite voice. Hope you feel great. Um, the reason I'm gonna do this, do you lie about why you're with your partner, is because I have a lot of male friends, and I know a lot of ladies, and my male friends will send me pictures of women, and the women will be they're coupled up, and they look like they're all loving. My husband is my world. He's my everything. And then on the next picture, you'll see the girl, and she's doo doo brown in thongs and a bikini or looking extremely sexy. And so I'm thinking, because I got my own perspective, and it's not to put anybody down, not to denigrate people, but you're wondering, are they honest about why they're with their partner? Because if you look at the pictures, it looks like they still want to be out there. And then I have some female friends. They'll say, this guy married such and such, but I don't know why he's with her. He tells me that he doesn't even like her like that, but he wanted to have a family. So I know nobody's going to get on and admit that they lie about being with a partner, but you know, are that's the question. Do you know people who lie about being with their partner? Do you lie about why you're with your partner? Does your partner even know that you're with them, but you really want to be out there? Does your partner know that you really don't find them attractive, but you want uh, the couple image or the resources? And I just ask these questions. This is just what I want to know. And I really didn't think people were going to say, yes, I can't stand my husband, but he's rich. Or, damn, my wife is dumb as bricks. And I don't like hanging out with her, but I just want to engage in physical intimacy with her all the time. But damn, if I had a chance, I would replace her with you. But you're more fun. So that's the question. Um, do people, I think people do lie about why they are with their partner sometimes. And I think they lie to themselves. I think they lie to other people. And I think they lie to their partner. I know everybody's seen pictures where um, I love him. He's my best friend. And 3 months later, they're divorced. Or you see somebody like Kobe Bryant. Oh, I love my wife. And then next month, he's in the news. He committed sodomy or he attempted sodomy. So, or Bill Cosby. Got to get my boy Bill not to diss him. Or Bill Clinton. I never had sexual relations. I'm, I'm joking, but I just wonder how many people lie about why they're with their partner. I think that in general, I think it's hard for people to be as honest as they want to be because they don't want to be judged. I'm going to speak about something everybody's been speaking about, but I'm not going to name names. Like nobody wants to get hit, so it's a lot of men that if a woman hit them, they gonna hit them back. But they gotta act like I've never put my hands on a woman. Then you have a video. He punches out this chick in a hotel. So people are disingenuous all the time. So my question is for anybody who's watching: uh, are you honest with yourself about why you're with your partner? Do you lie to other people? I know you're not going to admit that, and do you lie to your partner? I think that so many people get into situations for not so much nefarious or malicious, but disingenuous reasons. Um, Excuse me, I just ate. I drank some ginger water, and then I had a piece of cheese and some dried mangoes. I like dried mangoes. For that dried mangoes is like a little snack I like, but it's good. Dried mangoes on it sugary and naturally sugar. But I always engage in conversations, and I love to have dialogues with men and ladies. But one thing I do notice is that women are much more open to talk about relationship situations, and I love to talk about relationship situations. And I've said it before, and I'll say it again. I've met lots of women, which is weird to me, that can say, I'm in a great relationship, and then you talk to the husband, you're like, man, she's not giving me any. So when the last time y'all guys have engaged in copulation and procreation, they attempted procreation? You're like, man, 4 times a year. But the woman would say, our relationship is great. So is the woman lying about why she's with her partner? And is the man who really wants to be out there, he wants to be a player, of course he's lying. We notice that. But that's the question. How many people actually would lie or would admit to lie? I think more people are afraid of being judged. And I always wonder why that is. Because, I guess my ability to understand those aspects are hard. Like I believe what people say, I believe what people do, but your actions speak louder than your words. So if a woman tells me she loves me to death, and she's not giving me hugs and kisses all the time, I won't believe her. And then I'll be thinking in my brain, oh, she wants my resources. She doesn't love me for my suave. I'm joking. She doesn't love me for a magical pogo that doesn't ever stop. I'm joking. But that's the question I would love to ask people. And of course, this is a hangout. So I would love if somebody wanted to join and tell me some things. It's cool if you do. And if you don't, it's cool. I'll just keep going and I'll talk about my thoughts because I think that there are so many people that are not, they're not honest about why they do what they do. And of course, being that I'm ignorant and I'm different than most people, I want to know why they are not honest about what they do. It always confuses me. Why are you not honest about why you're doing what you do? Why are you not open about why you're doing what you're doing? That's the question that I would love to ask people. Why? Why do you lie? If you do lie, some people, I never lie. I'm with my partner because I love my partner. They're great. I don't find them attractive. I'm gonna do a video about that. But and I wish that people would really me. I want to learn. Tell me I'm wrong. Do anybody who's watching? Do you think people lie about why they're with their partner? Do you lie about why you're with your partner? Should I change the title? Should I say, do people lie about why they're with their partner? But I try to be tell the truth. I try to get straight to the jugular. I think people lie. I think people lie all the time, and they act a certain way because they care about their public image. They care about what other people think. But me, I really want to know why you do it. I mean, I can assume, but I don't know. So let's ask the questions. Let's ask the question. Somebody says, sure, it's so negative. No, it's not negative. It's really what I think. It's really, I think that people just don't want to be judged, and people can say what they say, however they say it. Me, I want to know why. If you know that your partner is not what you want, or that you don't really like them like that, like for instance, back in the day, let's say you met before now, meeting somebody online is great, but I knew back in the day when people met online, they're like, how you met a little friend? Because nobody wanted to say, I met him on Backpage. I met him on Black Planet. I met him on LOL chat room. They never wanted to say that. But now, the people of the day, yeah, I met him, I met him on Plenty of Fish. I let him swipe left. And people don't go out to meet people how they want to meet anymore. So how many ladies will say, well, damn, I'm getting older. I want to be alone. I don't find him attractive, but I had to settle. I needed a baby daddy. I needed a cuckold. Or a dude say, man, shit. That's the only way I she's a person, but I don't care about. Damn, I just want to get some. I don't like her thought process. So I'm sorry. I'm about as dumb as dumb can get. But I don't mind trying to get people to, say what they're gonna say. That's what I want to know. I want to know. I'll tell you what's so funny. Hold on, I got it now. I got it. And sometimes there's so many screens. Like, where's the screen so I can share it? But I know nobody's gonna hop on this. It's like the truth is Charles. Charles, nobody's gonna jump in and say the truth. Nobody. But I know how to do this thing. I'm still trying to figure out how do you switch it? How do you share? I think I got it now. This is funny to me. How many people are ever going to admit that they're with their partner for a certain reason? And that's what I want to know. Does anybody want to join in? Maybe somebody will jump in. Maybe won't. Then I'll say, okay, Charles was a dud. I drop duds sometimes, but still, I do believe that people are disingenuous. I think that sometimes people are phony, and some people really, even though they've never admitted, that you don't probably love. You don't love somebody like you should. They don't make you feel complete. You don't get that tingling feeling, or maybe he's a Harris, and you try to act like you love her because you want those billions, or maybe he's he's famous and he's gonna get you into places. So that's my question. Do people in general lie about why they're with their partners? That's my question. And I could change the title. Do people lie about why they are with their partners? I might just do that because it'll make it more appealing. Because I know nobody's going to ever admit. Nobody's ever going to admit. But no, I think I'll leave it the way it is. Um, for anybody who thinks a certain thing, do you think people in general lie about why they're with their partners? Um, I would love to hear anybody's thoughts. I would love somebody to correct me. This is I don't know everything, so I want to know what people think. I want to know what you feel. I want to know your thoughts on the subject. Um, I always say my thoughts. I think that Charlie says, of course they do. I got one. I got one bad. I'm joking. I think that I know they do, but I want to know like what's the reason behind it. I wish I was a psychologist sometimes or psychiatrist. I just sit in the chair and be like, so why don't you want to touch your husband anymore? Well, I'm not turned on anymore. Well, why are you cheating on your wife? I don't know. That's just the stuff I want to know. So I just ask questions just sometimes to see if somebody would answer me. And that's one thing I think I'm learning more about life. I think the more I interact with people, I think that the more I interact with people, the more I know that people are so scared of being judged and being their own selves that they act a certain way. So I think that it's hard for people because they want to. Most people don't want to show you their flaws or their errors or oh, what's going wrong with them. Me, I'll tell you what's wrong with me if you ask. I would love. If you want to ask Charles a question, I'll tell you. Um, I'm going to always tell you why. Oh, this is one thing I will say, and this is coming from the male's perspective, and a lot of people gonna hate this, but everybody who knows this, I think men and women get in a relationship for different reasons. Men usually get in a relationship for two reasons. Well, I'm gonna give it three because I throw one in there just for the caveat. First reason is for sex or sexual exclusivity. A lot of dudes want to know this is mine and I got this. Um, the second reason that dudes will get into it is because they want a family, want children. It's not for so much that they want a wife. That can so quote unquote depending on their the way they're raised, their religious or ethical views or moral views. Then they think that's the quote unquote right way to do it. So then they'll get into a relationship. And well, that's it. The third reason is because they want women around them, but you don't have to be in a relationship to get women around you, and you really don't have to get in a relationship to have children. But if you want the woman or you want the woman to be with you, a lot of men they gotta play that card, and that's what happens. So I think that a lot of ladies they know that the average man, I'm not going to say that because that's wrong to say, but a majority of men don't need like I enjoy talking to women, but a lot of dudes don't like to talk to women like that. They rather hang with their buddies and talk and just have their woman bring them a plate and get together and be physically intimate. But I don't think a lot of ladies are honest about that when they say, "Well, why are you in a relationship?" Like a lady told me, she thinks that both men and women want the same thing, and I said, "No, men and women want different things." And I'm getting down into it because I got to go deep so people can really understand what I'm saying. Um, I told this lady that most men can lay in a bed all day and just be physically intimate with you and be happy, and they will say this relationship is great. You get up and make him a plate, get back in the bed, and just be beautiful, and just get him to the orgasmic point, and he's gonna say, "Damn, I love this woman." Or and I say, most women were like, "Damn, we don't do anything." This is my belief. We don't go anywhere. Oh, you just want me for this, and the dude is thinking, "Well, damn, somebody calling me." Oh, I should have put it on silent. My boy called me. He said, but I can't answer right now because I'm working. I'm not working. I said, I'm working. I'm working on the YouTube. But anyway, uh, my uh, my statement is, um, do people? Of course, you're gonna say they do, but that's do people lie? Because trouble is, just they lie. But I got all sidetracked because my ringtone says, "I find your lack of faith." Hold on, hold on. It's funny. I'm about to text him. Give me. I'm laughing in my brain like, dude. Charles, he doesn't want to talk to me, but it's the beauty of technology. Um, I can always technologically text him. Sorry, I'm laughing because I'm like, yo, dude, how many times you gonna? I keep declining you, and you keep calling me back. They're holding me back. Man, I'm gonna tell him the man got his foot on my neck. I'm joking. I just find it to be funny. Let's see if he calls me again. Oh, that's hilarious. But anyway, what this is what I do. Uh, if you want to, maybe you'll talk for a second. I'll just send him a link. You can hop on and we can talk. But when we click it, that'll be funny. I'm like, yo, dude, I'm doing a hangout, and I'm gonna ask you. Do you think people lie? You ain't gotta get on for a minute. But do you think people lie about why they're with their partners? Oh man, Mr. Just a tip says most people lie to fit in or to survive, and I agree with that. I think that most people are scared of losing, and because you're scared of losing, you're gonna say whatever it takes to win. You're gonna manipulate people. You're gonna steal from people. I'm not saying everybody has that nefarious thought that I'm gonna take things from people, but I do believe that a lot of people are disingenuous with their motivations are. I can tell you, I love if I enjoy, if a woman can talk really well, I enjoy being around her. But there's a lot of women. I'm sorry, I made a video. You go back and check it if you want. To most men, most women are not fun, and to fun women are exceptional. And I kind of don't flack that one, but it was the truth because most men don't enjoy talking to most women like that. And a lot of men, that's why so many dudes are MGTOW and Red Pill or Itmore. They're a certain way because they think that women will never be honest about what they want. And I could be wrong, or because I think most men just seems to be. I don't know. I could be wrong, but I met a lot of straightforward women. But you have way more men that are honest about what they do, and then it seems women. But I could be wrong, and I take any flack that I get for that. So my question again for anybody who joins, and I'm just doing this because if anybody wants to hop in and say something to me, you can. And this may not be the most interesting to me, but these are, this is really what I want to hear about. I'm not here to vilify a man or a woman. I'm mostly here to ask questions, and I really wish that more people would like to have regular dialogues about stuff like this. But most people, in my opinion, want you to attack, and they just want to get in with your pain. So a friend of mine and I, we were talking about people resonate more with hope than pain. My friend says more pain, and I say more hope. But upon thinking about what he says, more people coincide with pain. When you say all people suck, all women suck, all black people suck, all white people suck, all this person suck, all that person suck, everybody's all into it. Or I can't stand this person. Everybody wants to check it out. But when you say, or you ask a question just trying to understand people's perspectives, people really don't want to join in. But I get it because a lot of people don't want to be judged. A lot of people don't want to be ridiculed. A lot of people don't want to, they want to go along with the crowd. And that's why a lot of people hide behind a computer screen. They say all type of stuff, but they won't show their face and they won't do what they really want to do. Me, I tell you my name. It ain't hard to find me. This is who I am. I'm not putting up a fake image. I don't say a lot, but it ain't hard to figure out about me because you can just research and my friends who know me will tell you even when I don't. So I'm not trying to be a secret. I think so many people put up a fake fantasy. A lot of men, I'm the most doting husband, but you don't know he was doing the Tiger Woods and had 17 mistresses. But that's my question. Do you think that if Tiger Woods' wife was giving him all the loving he wanted to have, do you think he would have been seeing all those ladies, or do you think he was missing something at home? But I know a lot of people say, he's just no good. He's just a bum. Okay. All right. Man, I can say a lot. Do most people really respect the freedom of other people? A lot of stuff is weird to me. A lot of stuff is not logical, but it's emotional. But people try to justify the way they view the world, their emotional views as being the way it should be. Well, no, that's the way you were programmed to be. And basically, we're all animals, and our intelligence is how we learn to do what's right and wrong, or morals. Like somebody said, "Do you think that's immoral?" Well, I say that's all subjective, because what's morally right for you can be morally wrong for you, and all depending on the context of it. Because is it ever morally right to kill? Some people say yes, and some people say no. And if somebody broke in my neighborhood, or I hear breaking a neighborhood like it's a wall. If I saw a criminal in my neighborhood, do I have the right to just shoot him? But in the quote unquote agreed upon state of war, I got the right to shoot anybody that's wearing a certain uniform. You know what I mean? So it's the way we see the world is really crazy, and because we see the world so crazily, that's why it's so easy for people to go out lying to themselves. I got to use a Star Wars reference. Anakin lied to himself when he said the Jedi are evil. The Jedi are evil. Or was he being telling the truth? So that's my question. Do people lie about why they were their partners? Of course, this is like a simple question. And I guess I got to change. I could say, why do people lie about why they were their partners? But then that's assuming that people lie. But a lot of people will never admit that they do lie. And I think a lot of people lie. So that's the question. And a lot of people get offended when you say, well, I didn't lie. Well, listen, do you lie to yourself? Like if you knew that you were going to divorce, and most people know they're capable of divorce, did you get beat up and hit? If you didn't get hit and you divorced, did you lie thinking it was going to be forever? Did you not know it? Like, well, I didn't know it would happen. I just want to try it. But if it was no try, would you do it? That's the question. If you couldn't try for marriage, if there was no such thing as divorce, and you'd be stuck forever, would you divorce? And that's the question I want to ask. If you knew that you could never deny your man's sex or your woman's sex, would you marry? So that's the question. If it was like, if you got to stay with the money level of the person that they're at. You can't go to the higher level. Would you do it? So I think a lot of people they're never really thinking about why they do what they do. I think a lot of people are never honest. But I would love to hear somebody correct me and say, Charles, you're so wrong. You don't know what you're talking about, and they not know what I'm talking about because I'm just talking. But that's one thing I'm always willing to do is have conversations that will get somebody to join in and talk to me. And I would love to hear somebody with a difference of opinion talk to me. But I know this is not controversial enough, so I gotta do more controversial stuff, I guess. But I really don't think like that. My ears itching. I'm scratching all over the place, man. What, you got some fleas or something? Probably do. Probably get a little stuff I never see. I'm joking. But that's just the question for people. I think you should never lie about why you're with your partner. But I think it's become so normal to lie. Like, do you think that Black China was honest about why she was with Rob? Did Rob even notice it? Or did she lie so well? That's what I'm saying. I think a lot of people lie. I think that a lot of things need to be changed. And I think what I think, but what I do wish, I wish that I get somebody to join on. But I think, it is what it is. I got to come up with, I think just a little bit I need help. I'm joking. But yeah, I just want to hear other people's thoughts. And people know me. You can talk about whatever you want, but that's just my thoughts. You don't have to stick on the subject, but I would like people to stick on the subject sometimes. Why do people lie? And like Mr. Just Tip said, most people lie to fit in and survive. Me, I will never understand. I will never lie about why I want a chick. Sorry, don't get me wrong. I want you beautiful mind, baby. And the behind. But a lot of dudes was like, no, it's not about the sex. Okay, then if it's not about the sex, why don't you go to the damn minute? Well, yeah, that's about sex too. Oh man. See, but that's the question. That's the ultimate question. So for anybody who joins or anybody who steps in for a second, I just ask the questions. I believe a lot of people do lie, but my question is, why? That's all I want to know. And maybe somebody will say after this video is done, Charles's video sucked, but I'm answering in the comments. What? I'll tell you the truth though. Sometimes this just motivates me to do more, talk about all this stuff. But this one I think was on the point. Is a good question that I wish the people to answer. But I think most people, they just want to. You got to really be. I guess negative. That's just not me. It's more about learning and understanding and trying to get other people's perspectives. But my perspective is, I think that a lot of people are disingenuous, and I think that's unfair to promise somebody that you're going to do something and then not do it. So if a man gets with a woman because he's like, damn, this baby is sexy, and I'm gonna marry you, and I want to have a lot of ultimate copying, ultimate smash, ultimate let's get together and love make sessions, and you don't give it to them. And you lied to your partner because you just wanted to be married. And it can happen for men too, So I would love to hear other people's thoughts. But no, you know what? This is what I'm gonna do. Since I'm here, and nobody really cares about nobody feels my questions. I'm sad inside. Internally, I'm like, I give credit for people who have a lot to say. I could talk, but really, I'm way better in dialogue when people interact with me because I'm more of an observer than I'm irritated. I can be irritated. Like I get irritated when I'm focused and somebody disturbs me. I get irritated when people judge people that they don't know. I don't do that. But one thing that bothers me is people that are disingenuous, and a little bit. It's cool, but I always wonder why people are disingenuous, why they're not honest about their actions. So I think when it comes to relationships and couples, I think that a lot of men and women lie to each other, and I wonder why they lie. And I wonder would anyone ever really admit, like maybe after the fact. It's like when people break up, and this is one of my friends said this to me, and I agree with it. You never really hear the lady say, I was a horrible person. I just wasn't good. It's always he wasn't good. He didn't live up to his responsibilities. So what's up, brother Rollo? As you can see, the title is, do you lie about why you're with your partner? But I probably should have named this, do people lie? We already know people lie. But I wonder, would anybody ever admit that they lied about why they're with their partner? And I just thought it would be an interesting thing to talk about because I just think a lot of things we don't talk about, we should talk about. Most people want either pain. Like, this is not really a painful thing, but I think that overall there are a lot of people who get into relationships and oh man, I'm just trying to get people to join in and chat with me, man. Maybe somebody with a thought process. I would love to know what people think. Tara, it's always a pleasure to see you. but wallow none but love. And I wish more people would just like. It doesn't matter. Okay, listen. A lot of dudes will get into relationships when they don't want to be monogamous, but they'll lie about it. That always blows me away. And I think it's a lot of women that get in relationships because they don't want to be alone, but they say they find a man attractive when he really looks like a piece of dirt to you. You don't find him at all sexy. He doesn't make you tingle, but you lie about it. But most people will never admit it. So I wonder if I can ever get somebody to admit why they got in a relationship. And that's just the way I think about things. I think that most people will never be. No, that's just people out there that's honest. Like, sorry, I'm gonna say something wrong, but um, like prostitutes and tricks, they're honest to each other. Listen, I'm gonna give you some money. I'm gonna take you some money. That's what it is. But there's a lot of women and men that are not honest. Like the dude says, "Yeah, I'll be faithful," but he don't want to be faithful. And you got a lot of ladies that say, "Yeah, I love you forever," and soon after, depending on how long it takes to get all that money, 10-year period, she's filing for divorce. But I thought you loved me, and she's like, "No, I just love your money. You're not playing basketball anymore, Big Daddy, Scotty. Your name is not Future, and I don't see no investment anymore. I'm getting paid." I'm joking. Charles don't talk like that, but it is what it is, and it's sad. I mean, I feel sorry for people. Like, if it was more honesty, it was more mood one. I gotta always shout out what I feel about Roger Curry, because I think just being honest is the great thing. But too many people are disingenuous, and like they don't say what they're gonna do instead of saying, "I'm just giving it a shot. I'm just trying, and if I fail, I fail." I'm with that. Um, I wish people do what they do. I gotta join in. Like, I said join in like I'm not already here, but I gotta say some things, man. You shouldn't use other people. I'd rather you be honest about it. Listen, I love companionship. I love to talk to ladies. It's nothing as but a great conversation. But a lot of people, they don't want to talk to me. Maybe they want security. So they're like, "Charles, I want you to pay for everything for me." And if I can't do that, instead of saying, "Well, that's what they're about," they act like, "Oh, I love you." It could be the same for men. A man doesn't like talking to women like I do, but maybe he wants the physical. So he's like, "Baby, I love you." And he don't give a rat's ass if you get hit by a car, but he's telling you that because he wants your physical. So that's why I say, will people ever admit to lying about why they're with their partner? Are you with your partner because you really find them attractive? Are you with your partner because you don't want to be alone? And I think a lot of people don't admit those type of things, and that's always been that in my mind. I wish more people would talk about, and it's hard for me to get people to join in and have those type of conversations. So, Charles, I just talk about things that I think about. I think that a lot of people are disingenuous. There's a lot of people that's honest too, but I wish more people would just really say what they felt. But I know why. Like Mr. Just Tip said, most people lie to fit in and to survive. So a lot of men and women will lie to get what they want and to survive. Like a man knows he doesn't be monogamous, but he's gonna say, "Baby, I'd never cheat on you." Then you find out you get 1,000 text messages. Yeah, he cheated on you. And like I use the Tiger Woods example. I could be wrong to use that one, and I could probably use maybe Arnold Schwarzenegger too, because I like famous people. Famous people are fun to talk about. Do you think that Arnold Schwarzenegger cheated on his wife like he did? Like, was she with him because she loved Arnold? She wanted to just do Arnold, or was it like, "Oh, it's Arnold and we're going to be famous together"? I don't know, but that's just my thoughts, and I'd love to hear what other people think. I always want to know what somebody else thinks, and that's why I say what I say. I want to hear your thoughts. These are my thoughts. I want yours. That's what I think. I want to see what you have to say. And I tell you one thing about using this Chrome, I'm not the best at it like I should, because I'm like, "Where's the Hangout thingy so I can see it?" I'm trying to find it. I'm like, "Where's it at?" Shelly Shells, you don't even know. Like, I'm going through it. Where's it at? Where's all those open strings? I want to see this call. I want to see the call. But it's like, I can't catch it all. It's all over the place. What is it? Where's the, I don't know, maybe somebody join. I don't even know, because I don't know what I'm hearing. Oh, I'm being silly. You guys don't even know how silly I can be. But no, but that's my question. If people do lie, why do you lie? Why are you never going to be honest? Are you scared to tell your husband you are not physically attractive? You look like you got hit by a battle ram by the police. You look like you got ran over by a steamroller, and somebody threw acid in your face and said, "Ha ha," and I don't love you like that. But you're like, damn, do you think Anna Nicole Smith was with that old man because he made her tingle, or was she with him because he was a billionaire? Do you think she told him, like, "Big Daddy, it doesn't matter if you don't get a stiffy, I still love you, Big Daddy. Uh, I'm gonna trust you, Big Daddy. You get me so hot. Whenever you pull out that $1 million bill, which I've never seen in my life, guess ain't got none of you. You ain't got to guess why I love you." I'm sorry. I say some of the stupidest stuff, but I gotta go. I was being serious at first, but I gotta go in, man. I just think some, just in general, because people don't want to be honest. Honest, like Onyx, honest. Dun, 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 dun. Make some noise. Oh, I'm saying some of the dumbest stuff now. Starting like I'm trying to get carbon monoxide poisoning, but ain't no car in here, so I'm just saying the dumbest stuff. But truly, I just wonder why. Why are you not honest? Why? If his breath stink, you won't tell him. No, would you not tell him, or would you lie? Baby, you look good in that outfit. You sure? Do I look skinny? Yeah, you don't look nothing like the 375 that you are. Because I love you look like 380, and I love plumply plump babies. Shut up. No, but that's what I think. I think that people lie all the time. A lot of times people lie don't because they want to hurt your feelings and they don't want to lose. But I could be wrong. So if you think I'm wrong, you can just check me. So Charles, you're wrong. You don't know what you're talking about. People don't lie. I'm never gonna lie to my wifey. The missus is gonna get the truth. But people lie all the time. You know why? They don't want to lose. That's what it is. Listen, people make $50,000 a year or $60,000 a year and still act like living in the projects. And then when they come get them, but I'm not lying. But we're partners. I'm joking. I don't know what I'm saying. I don't even know, man. I just started getting silly because it's fun to me. Shelly Shell. I mean, why lie? The truth comes out in the end. I think many marriages are an arrangement of sorts, trade off in some ways. I totally agree. But I think people are disingenuous. I think that this is my belief. And I'm not saying some men want marriage. Some men do, but I think most women want marriage way more than men. So that's the question. I got to do a hangout about that one. Ladies, get ready to beat me up. But how do I want to phrase it? I want to think about it. But I think I did one, but like I didn't. I got a title. But it's the truth that a lot of women, they want to be wife, but are you really wife material? That's the question I would ask. You want to be a wife, but are you wife material? I got another one in a different way, but that's the question. You want to be a wife, but are you wife material? And if you think you are, why do you think you're wife material? Because I think a lot of people think they're wife material, but they're not. And I'm gonna tell you how I see it as a man, even though I could be wrong and you could beat me up. But a lot of men will look at a woman, especially if he doesn't have children, and he's like, well, just could this woman be the mother of my child? Because that's really why men think about it. Like, you're beautiful. So instead of just the smashing to have what they call it, let's play touch football and disappear, tag. She becomes a woman that you want to be exclusive with, and you look at her because she looks great and she's somewhat kind, but then you see she's lacking the qualities that you would have to be a mother of your child. So then you're like, okay, this is not going to work. But a lot of women was like, well, I'm wife material. You should wife me. And you'd be like, baby, you're not. But a lot of men don't want to hurt you, so they won't tell you. And like a lot of men suck. But do women tell them? Like, I don't know. But people lie all the time, man. People lie all the time. It's a dude that you didn't like. You don't like him. But when you get 40, you got your 3 baby daddies. It's like, hey, man, I've always liked you. No, you didn't. But you don't want to tell them you didn't like him. That's just me. And I'm not knocking nobody for doing what they do because nobody really wants to be alone. But the reason for companionship is the problem. And I think that men and women want, it seems like, different things from companionship. I don't know what most ladies want, but I think they want security and a provision. Of course, you want some attraction, but most men, they want a woman that desires them. Most men would rather have, this is, my friend said this, and I'm going to misquote, but my friend said, I'd rather have her lust and her respect than her telling me she loves me. She can say it all day, but if I'm not getting her lust and her respect, then I don't think she loves me. And I understood that point. I've really understood me. If a woman wants me to think that I love her, or she wants me to know that she loves me, it's going to depend on how many hugs and kisses she get me. And if she ain't giving me no hugs and kisses, and she's not compliant for me, like, if it's always an excuse, no matter what she says, I'm not going to believe her. That's just my belief. This is just a tip. Says most people can't handle the truth. Okay, Jack Nicholson. A woman sees a wealthy man, she's not going to walk up to him and say, I want to use you to get where you are, and then I will leave you. Do you think that an average woman would do that? I mean, will men do that? I think men will go up to a chick, depending on how he views her, and be like, damn, I just can't wait to get with you, and hope she reads between them eyes. And if she's like, well, I think if a woman said you could just have sex with me, he'd be like, oh, okay. But okay, that's what the conversation I had. And I've heard the argument, and I'm not saying that women don't desire physical intimacy in a way that men do, but I think they're way more selective, and I think that's not the primary motivation for them to get with men like it is for men to get with women. You know what I mean? So, like I said earlier, like a woman could lay in a bed with a man that thinks that she's extremely hot, and that man would be happy if they did nothing else. But a woman could lay in a bed with a man she thinks is hot, but sooner or later she'll be like, "We're not doing anything. We don't go anywhere. You don't check me out." You know, sooner or later, I don't care how hot he is. I don't care how much of a quote unquote bad boy he is. Sooner or later, I think women correct me, but she's going to want quote unquote something more. So sometimes a man will lie to keep what he has, and a woman will say, "I'm cool, whatever you do," but really she's not. And sooner or later, it will come out. You see too many people. You spend no time with me. So I'm not being right. I'm not. I don't know if I'm right or wrong. I'm just making a conversation, and hopefully somebody will want to come on and tell me I'm wrong or tell me I'm right. You know, I would love to hear what other people have to say. You know, this is becoming extremely fun for me now because my comediness came out. You know, I wish I had brought a beer. I should have brought a beer. I should go get up and get one, but I'm lazy. I don't want to
What's
get
going on, Darth Vader?
Oh,
May the
oh,
force be with you.
hey, thank you, brother Rollo, man. What's going on? How you feeling, brother? You know, I always want to hear your
Doing good.
perspective because you're going to always make me overstand and I'm going to laugh. So go ahead and tell me what you want to say, bro.
Well, you got to understand that a lot of people, in particular, lie to get what they want. It's just that they so much insecure with the outcome that the only way they could get to that person that they want to get with or business with, whatever the case may be, is they have to put up something that's not true. Let's just be real. We all have somewhat insecurities in our lives, and we're trying to fix those insecurities. So, like with the ladies, they'll use certain promiscuous ways. That's not who they really are. That's who they want to portray. When you really get to know the person, you're like, wait a minute, that's not the actual person. So they lie about themselves to be wanted by those who they see as a time base. And why I mean time base is, okay, I'm not into this guy. However, I'm going to lie and tell him what he wants to hear so I could get certain things out of him. And then when I get certain things out of him, then I'm going to go about my business. Same thing with the guy. He'll tell her what she wants to hear. She gives up the panties. Next thing you know, he pulls back. She don't know why. She's trying to look for validation. That's just the way it is, Charles. Some folks love drama. They love intel drama. And I'm gonna talk about that on Patreon because I did a video earlier today encouraging the men to be on their purpose. See, all this could be void if men and women be on their purpose and do what they're supposed to do. And then you will have a better, potentially healthier relationship. When one person is not doing something and the other person is, them lies start coming in. Oh, I went for an interview. Look, I'm to the point. I don't give a rat's ass what women think of me or what dude think of me. As long as I'm honest to the game, the truth will come out. If you ain't honest to the game, you get what you deserve. That's the way it is. It goes for men and women. If you lie to the game gonna lie to you. And don't get upset when it lies to you because you lied to it. That's my take on it.
Okay, let me ask you a question. You just said something that I found interesting. I hear a lot of people talking about it. Purpose. Um, how does a person find their purpose? What is their purpose? Like, do men have a certain purpose? Do women have a certain purpose? Is everybody's purpose unique? Or if we can go by gender, since we brought it up, um, do all men have an overall purpose, and do all women have an overall purpose? Can you answer that for me if you can?
They do, they just afraid to go for it. Like for me, before I got into the valet business, right? I was
Mhm.
thinking like, oh my goodness, who could I trust to do the work? Because you got to deal with insurance, you got to deal with this, you got to deal with that. Until one day, somebody pulled me to the side and said, "Look, you got all that talent. What the hell you afraid for? Don't be lying to the game. You know you want to do it.
Mhm.
Don't be afraid, man. It don't matter what nobody say. At the end of the day, are you taking care of what you need to take care of?" That little motivation got me thinking, like, you know what? Hell yeah, he's right. And his wife was there, and he got his own little business. And he said, "Let me tell you something, young blood, man. Don't lie to the game. Don't cheat the game, man. Do it, man. If
Okay,
you love this, do it. Don't do it for anybody but you."
I'm going to ask you three questions because I kind of asked it before, but I don't think I expressed it correctly. So I'm gonna try to clarify. do all men in general have an overall purpose, and do all women in general have an overall purpose? Not a specific purpose, but just men's overall purpose. Like, if you, what would you tell a man, that a man in general, what his purpose is? Because people say be on your purpose, but what is purpose? What does that mean to me? How do you define it? So can you explain it to me? Not your purpose, but what is the purpose
Okay,
of
so
men?
let me ask you this: what is your purpose, Charles? You have
I'm telling you, me, I'm still trying to search for it. I know what I like to do. I know what I enjoy doing. I know my purpose. If we talk about it from the human's perspective, is to procreate and be a better person every day, and to constantly improve. But if
so
somebody
why
was like,
have you done it? Why
go
have
ahead,
you
tell me.
done it since you know you
What do
want
you
to do
mean?
those things? Why have you
Oh,
not got into that?
this is great. I want you to come back. You're asking me a question, but you still didn't answer mine. But I'll answer you. I'm always trying to pursue what I'm saying. So I'm always trying to have as much fun as possible, which is my always purpose. Second, the reason that I don't have children, which of course I want to do, is always for me a financial reason. Because I want to be in a situation where I feel that I'm comfortable to do it. And third, it's a learning experience. So whatever it takes for me to feel complete is what I'm working for. So I like to do lots of things. So, one thing, my father passed away when I was young, but if I was to externally have somebody that say, Charles, this is what I think you're good at, I would listen to them. But as far as purpose, I'm always on a quest to find my purpose. And my purpose for me is always to have fun and get into interesting dialogues. And if I can find a way to monetize having interactions with people, I would do that, which it doesn't seem, it takes a lot of work. So even though it's fun for me, it's not like instantly everybody wants to talk to Charles. He's a great person to have conversations with. It's going to take time. So one day, if somebody can say, what do you like? What's your purpose? I'm going to say, man, I just want to have the most fun on the planet, be as positive as possible, and learn and grow. And if it happens, to be a father and a lover to children, and to a woman, or women, however it is. However, for me to say what my purpose is to be right now in this moment talking to you. So what I asked you, because you asked me and I gave you an answer, but the answer is more wide than that. What purpose do you think men serve, men in general? And what purpose do you think women serve in general? I answered your question. Can you answer mine?
Okay, very good. What do men and purpose again? Let me make sure I'm getting that. What do the men should look into purpose, or
So
what they?
what is the purpose of men, like in general?
Okay, got you. The purpose of men is to lead. We supposed to lead by example. Case
Mhm,
in point, if a woman comes to you, she's letting you know, I'm willing to serve you. What is it that you could bring to the table?
mhm.
What is your intel? Because I'm not going to give you some if you cannot bring something to me.
Understood. So,
So let's say hypothetically, a guy can only bring a purpose to the woman's sex. I'm using that as an example. That's all he knows. So when it comes to she being sick or something, Lord forbid, happens to her, he would not be able to construct that because all he knows is having sex.
mhm,
And so what happens is guys need to do more than sex. They need to know how to lead by example to the best of their inventories, because that's the only way that you're going to learn how to deal with society and learn how to deal with your opposite sex, by leading by example. Learn from the mistakes. Oftentimes, purposes could be mistakes for a man. Let that
okay,
mistake be your best person. Be your best person. Okay, I didn't know that this was going to happen. Okay, we need to be more responsible. Purpose is responsibility. The average man is not responsible. They live off from payment to payment instead of putting to the side. One thing I will give a lady's credit, in most cases, even though they spend more than us, they know how to put something to the side, and then they come back to them like, oh, I didn't realize I had a few couple of K's in my, side effect commerce account. So okay, now I could go to that. Whereas a man, he's trying to figure it out. No, put something to the side, act like it's not there, act like it don't exist, and that's how you could eventually fulfill your purpose. So let's say you get laid off or something happened. Okay, now you can fall back and relax
okay.
because you have a purpose to look forward to.
So what is a woman's purpose in your opinion?
Besides bearing children, basically be feminine. Don't be masculine. Because at the end of the day, while you running the business, no man really cares that you running the business. That's a good thing, but don't throw it on a man's throat, because if he's not the type of guy that is used to having a lot of women around him, he's going to look at it as you trying to disrespect him. If women have more respect for men and the stuff that they actually put themselves at risk for, I think a lot of them will be more better off and have more healthier relationships. The reason why most of them don't have a relationship or healthy relationship is they incompetent with each other. Instead of focusing on them, they're focusing on what the other women think of them. A lot of them have insecurity, Charles. If they focus on their insecurities and become more healthy of getting out of that foolishness, their purpose will be they have it, so they don't realize how easy they have it if they just sit back and relax and chill. They was
Listen.
built to make children and to support the man, and they will get the most loving that they can even imagine if they just sit back and chill and let the
Uh,
shit flow.
okay, let me ask you some more questions because I want to stick on that because that's funny. Do you think most women would agree with what you just said?
No, because
Why do you think?
they want the cake and eat it. They want to be incompetent what a man does, and what they don't realize, it hurts them. It don't help them.
Okay, so okay, I'm gonna leave that alone. You answered the question. So let me ask you this: this is for both men and women. Do you think that people have their own individual purposes? Of course, I think you would say yes, but
Absolutely,
okay. So
absolutely.
how does a person find their own individual purpose for both men and women?
When they go through the storm, like, I can't speak for everybody. I could speak for me. Like, I wasn't working for 2 years, almost 2 years, right? So most of my resources was from YouTube with your guys' support, and I do a few odd jobs here and there. And so it depends on the person's mindset. Like for me, it took me a while to really realize, hey, I'm not supposed to be on no 9 to 5. I'm supposed to have my own thing. Because if I go back to 9 to 5, anytime I could be laid off, it could be for any reason.
Hmm.
So what's happening is, Charles, you have to have a single purpose mindset, and you have to love it. I love what I do.
Hmm.
That's why things is going pretty good. It has its ups and downs just like anything. Yet I overstand better saving, better pick and choose the right options. I wasn't doing that fully 2.5 years ago. Now I'm doing it. I'm more cautionary. See, when you work for somebody, you're getting a check, this and that, and the third. You seem to not really be too concerned. But when you run something and the responsibilities start kicking in, now dealing with women is a lot more. I take it more serious. I don't play certain games with them that I would allow back then.
Mm.
I'm more less tolerable with certain things than 2.5 years ago.
I understand. Do you think that people can be uh, delusional in their pursuit of their purpose? Like, meaning somebody may think that their purpose is to be a rapper, but they suck at rapping, and no matter what you tell them, they say this is my purpose. Do you understand the question I'm asking? Do you think
Yes.
there are a lot of people? Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. So one thing that people do is they don't give up. I don't have no issues of you giving up. I'd rather you continue to pursue what you love to do than you to kill somebody or harm somebody. You get what I'm
Hmm.
saying?
Yeah.
What I would tell that person is, look, brother, you pretty good. What's your other talent? Leave that as your secondary. I'll be say it in a way that they're gonna not get offended.
Hmm.
This is the problem, Charles. A lot of people get offended.
Hmm.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And that's why people don't really say what they really want to say.
I
To
understand.
me, I put them to the side and say, look, I'm not trying to get in a fight with you. I'm not trying to argue with you, brother. You pretty good. But you could do other things that could be beneficial
Okay, you made a
to
statement
open up
earlier.
your horizon. Then if
Oh,
that hits off, you got something to fall back on. That's why I would say to the person.
okay, you made a statement earlier. I'm gonna get back to this, but I want to ask this question. You made a statement earlier. Well, it was two statements. You said that women are in competition with other women, and they're in competition with men. Um, so tell me why you say that women are in competition with other women and they're in competition with men. Can you explain that so that the people who are watching can understand it from a better perspective, and so I have more clarity? I think I know what you mean, but I would love for you to elaborate. So can you please do that?
The reason why they're in competition with each other is because they have nothing else going on in their life. So all they have is each other. And they try to use their vanity to lower end men to feel sorry for them. Now what's happening is a lot of men ain't feeling sorry for them because they understand that this all to get men involved with stuff that we have no business getting involved. They have to figure out themselves what is their problem with each other. A lot of times men are trying to solve women problems. They don't want it to be solved.
Mhm.
So what's going to happen is when they start seeing men not participate in their foolery, then they're going to start fighting. That's when they start fighting with each other. After a while, time going to pass them by. And in most cases, it's not in their favor. If they was to be honest and sit back and say, God damn, I was 20 years old. I had a lot of options. Now I'm at 40, 50. I have no as options after 20-year-olds. Now you got women going against younger women. You was young yourself. This is the best time for you to get somebody, ladies, in your 20s and 30s, because when you, in most cases, most men ain't trying to get with you in your 40s unless you like, you know what, I ain't trying to deal with the headache with the young ones. I try to see where this go. A lot of you ladies are being disingenuous with yourself. You're in your 40s. You don't have that much options as the 20-year-olds. You should be teaching the 20-year-olds to better value themselves instead of picking fights with them. See, when we talk as men, we may have disagreements. However, we want to see the young guys do good. When I watch most of these women channels, man, they could be kind of tacky against the younger. You was once wild when you was young. So how you going, instead of be like, hey, look, I think you should do this because you don't want to be where I'm at. You want them to be where you at, miserable.
Okay,
Fix yourself
I'm
up.
I'm just listening to you because I think that a lot of women would disagree with you, but I mean, that's what I believe they will disagree. However, you also said that you think that women were in competition with the men, and I want to know why you make that statement.
The reason why they're in competition with men is because they want to be a man. They don't want to be a woman. They're trapped in a woman's body. They want to be a man. That's the truth. Because they have things that it does not make sense. You're a woman. Be thankful you're a woman. You think your life is so hard? Yeah, it could be complicated because you get harassed here and there. I get it. I get it.
So you think that women don't want to be women? Is that what you're saying?
I think a lot of them don't want to be women. That's why they have Charles. They got things for women. I'm not going to say too much on here. Be respectful. You know what I'm talking about. The straps.
Hmm.
You know, it's a
I'm
lot of
listening.
stuff that they
Oh yeah,
have. No, no, I just want to be respectful because YouTube is sensitive.
yeah.
I go in, I go in. I don't want to go in like that. I
I
do
got
that
you.
on Patreon.
I
But they
got you.
have certain things that you be like, wait a minute, why are you trying to be me? Why you're not happy of who you are? Now I know what they're
Mm.
gonna say. You got men that want to be women, absolutely, and I'm against that. My point is, a lot of you want to be a man so much so when the man checks you at the door, now you want to be a woman. Oh, let me call the police. He
Yeah.
said something about me. He called me this type of name. Hold
I
on
was.
a second. You say you want to be a man. You want to attack me. So you're attacking me. So I'm supposed to be quiet and not say nothing about your candid behind. Well, you got another new service in town. I'm going to let you know about yourself in a respectful manner, and I'm gonna keep it moving. Don't ever say nothing about me again. Then you won't have this problem. That's the problem with them. They always want to cry victim when they started the mess.
I just wish the woman would join in to argue that because I think it would be great to hear a woman's perspective. But I love hearing your perspective, and I've heard that argument before. So I'm always trying to uh, understand certain people's perspectives because when you understand people's perspectives, then you can understand why they say what they say. Um, you asked some interesting questions about me, and I will say this: you said something about finding your purpose, going through the fire, and what if some people never go through the fire? What if they don't know how to go through the fire? How will they ever find their purpose? You and I think we agree when I say that everybody can't be a leader, but you did state that uh, a man's purpose is to lead. So, what is a man's purpose that doesn't want to be a leader? What should he do then?
Lay to the wayside and allow the men that actually have it going on to do what they need to do and stop complaining because
Right.
they complain too much. And
Okay.
that and when I talk about simps, I'm talking about the complainers.
Hmm.
If you want to be under your woman 24/7, that's your decision. But don't come at me with the foolishness. You
Yeah, I hear
understand what
you.
I'm saying?
Yeah, I
I don't
understand.
have time for the games. It's
Mhm.
too many games with some of these guys. Lay your behind like Gideon said. Not everybody was meant to be militarized. So
Mhm.
he told them, go home under your woman, under your children, and let us men do the Lord's work. It's time for the men of the Lord to do the Lord's work, and the women and the men that don't want to get involved, lay to the wayside and let us do what we're supposed to do. Stop entertaining foolishness to us. We ain't got
Okay.
time for that.
So let me ask you some more questions. What about the people who are totally opposed to what you're saying? What about the women and men who just don't agree? Would you respect their opinion, or would you tell them that they're wrong?
I would tell them, listen, if you don't want to get involved and do the dirty work and try to get everything organized, don't come to me when you need something because I'm gonna let you know I put in this work. Don't tell me I should be giving you something when you have not even entertained of putting in the work. Too many of us want things for free, Charles.
I hear what you're saying. I have a lot of more
And
questions to ask
that's
you.
no, that's the truth. That's the
No, I hear
truth.
you. No argument.
Go
I,
ahead.
I have not argument. I just want to ask you a question because I like what you're saying, and I'm trying to ask you questions different ways to get your perspective. So, what would you say to the woman who says it is I should lead? My purpose is to lead, and I can lead. And you saying that I can't lead is going against my inalienable rights. What would you say to that woman who says that?
If she could do it, well, with me, that's not going to work because I want to go further than what I'm in. And some women going to let you know why you want to go further because that's what a man's supposed to do. If he doesn't want to do that, then you get with a guy that don't want to do that. Don't try to force your power on me. I want you to succeed. No, I want my ladies to succeed.
Mhm.
But when they tell me, "Oh, why you away from me for a week or two?"
Uh,
Look, I got things to do. The lights gotta be on. The bills gotta be paid. Well, you want me under your roof 24/7? Then you gonna march off to your female friends talking about I'm a lazy bum?
I get that, but let me interject. So, my question, let me ask it a different way. Um, can do you think women can lead? Can they lead?
They could lead as long as they feminine. Yes, if they feminine, they could lead.
You had to elaborate on that. What do you mean by that?
Feminine meaning the soft voice. Do you ladies know that if you have a soft voice, that you could have a lot of men do a lot of stuff with you without even an argument? There's ladies in particular countries that's probably is ruling right now, and the men respect them due to the fact they feminine. They don't force the authority over the man. They know the man is still in charge. They just have a feminine principality. As a former pimp, let me tell you something, Charles. I have femininity women, okay? I had a couple of sisters, a couple of Caucasians, I have a couple of this and that. And what I found out is the ones who were more feminine, they was getting that money. You dig what I'm saying? They knew how to lower the man, get the money. They ain't getting no. Sometimes the guy ain't getting that. He just wanted companionship. Some men just want to talk to the woman. You can get paid by doing that. Shut your mouth and be good. And so you can get paid, ladies.
Okay, so
Damn, you got
I,
a big mouth. Why I want to deal with you for?
but I'm trying to
I'm gonna run
understand
away.
because I'm just trying to understand. You say they can only like okay, this is a hard one to say. I'm trying to figure out the best way to say it to make it make sense. But let's take out the femininity and the masculinity out of the equation. Uh, could a woman, in your opinion, lead? Not leading in the feminine, just lead, make an executive decision. And do you think that it would be a good decision? Can a woman lead, in your opinion?
If no emotions involved, then yes. It can't be an emotional decision.
And so you believe that most women are going to make an emotional decision when it comes to leading? I'm asking a
Yeah.
question.
Yes,
Okay.
correct.
All right. So let me ask you back onto the subject because this is great. This is all analogous to the topic. But so I gotta try this. As you, I enjoy going down to men and women. Uh, do you think that both men and women would lie about why they with their partner the same, or do you think that women would lie more, or do you think that men would lie more about why they with somebody?
It's about even.
About
It's
even.
not one or the other.
Okay, I get what you're saying. So let me ask you more questions. Um, what because you narrow down so much stuff, but some stuff I think can't be narrowed. But since you're good at narrowing things down, um, let's break it down into categories. If we had to choose a reason that a man would lie to his partner, what would be the primary reason for a man lying to a woman?
Instead, because he can't be straight up honest with her due to the fact he knows if he honest with her that she's gonna leave faster. Women like lying guys more than honest guys. They say they like honest guys. It's opposite. Bullshit.
Okay, so tell
They
me why
love
you.
when a woman tell me, "Oh, I love the fact you honest." She believes I'm lying. I'm gonna give you a case in point.
Okay.
So let's say hypothetically, a small example that I say, "Hey, Shelly Shells, I want to take you out to eat
Hmm.
Friday." she's not going to believe it until she actually is at that place, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if I tell her we ain't going nowhere Friday, she gonna be like, "Why we ain't going nowhere Friday?" You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Opposite attracts. Get that old saying? That's a damn truth.
So you think that women like liars more than they like honest people? Huh?
Hell yeah.
So it's if a dude say, "Hey, Shelly, I just want to Netflix and chill." She's not gonna like that. But if I say, "Hey, I just want to take you out to eat," and then on the way I said, "No, we're going back to my house and watch a movie," she would like that more than me just telling her from the get go, "I just want to Netflix and chill." From your opinion,
Right, exactly.
wow.
You gotta play the game to get them indulge in you. So that's
Okay.
like me having a place with no TV,
Mhm.
right? I tell a woman I have three TVs. She ain't gonna believe I have three TVs until she come to my house. I could
Mhm.
tell her that, but she ain't gonna believe it. She think I'm lying. So I could say, hey, I ain't got no TVs in the house. She gonna be thinking, why he ain't got no TVs in the house? She gonna be more curious. You
Mhm.
get what I'm saying?
Mhm. I totally
And
understand.
then when she gets here, she see the three TVs. I'm giving her some dramatic emotional attachment. That's what it's all about.
Do you think
Attach.
men? Do you think men think the same way? Do men operate along the same way?
What be more specific because
Do
every man is different.
do okay. Well, you generalize the way women respond, so I can ask you about men. I'm gonna see if I can make it much more sense. Do you believe that? No, you know me. I'm always trying to be as objective
Yeah,
as
yeah,
possible.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So, do you believe that men want women to lie to them, or do you think men respect the truth?
Oh, men like when women lie to them.
Mm,
You know, like case in point, let's say Shelly Shells tell me, hypothetically, oh, I ain't seen nobody. I'm gonna believe her, and then when I
mm,
find out 2 3 months she's dealing with somebody, I'm like, why you lied to me? So most guys like that. I like a woman to be straight up with me. I don't want her to be lying to me because I already know you lying by just telling me if you're an attractive woman, ain't no that's they telling me, oh no guy talking to them. So why I see on Instagram you got 3 4 guys hollering at you. Come on, come on.
do you,
Some
okay.
guys love drama though. Yes,
Okay, I hear it.
absolutely.
This is interesting. I love to hear different perspectives. I want somebody to be honest with me, and but I understand your perspective when you think women want men to lie to them, and I had to really think about that one because you that's one I can't. I want to say they prefer the truth, but I'm not sure. I think that it depends on how you say it to them, but I got to think about that much more. So yeah, I mean, because you made me think about it. So like, I wish I could just
Yeah.
you're wrong, but I can't absolutely say that. Um, so let me ask you this question. Do you think that most men and women, but let's go from the men's side first. Do you think that most men don't trust women, or do you think most men do trust women?
No man trusts a woman, even the guys that caters to the woman. No man trusts a woman.
Okay.
If a man tells me on the air or behind the scenes he trusts a woman, I don't even trust him. Bullshit.
I think more men believe women than women believe men. And the reason I say that is that's why you got way more men angry at women than women are angry at men. Way more men buy into the game, buy into the marriage game, buy into the dating game, buy into this, and then because they believe their wife would never do this or their girlfriend would never do this, and that's why they get crushed because they believe what women say. Where most women, if they don't trust men, they don't trust men already. So they believe he's no good. So I'm saying that most men trust women and believe women are honest more than men believe that women believe men are honest. You know what I mean? That's why you hear way more ladies saying that. I could be wrong with this, and I would love to hear ladies say I'm wrong. But you hear way more ladies saying that they don't cheat like men do. But you, you know what I'm talking about. You hear, and most men will
Oh
argue
my
that.
God.
So I'm just saying. So most women would say the man is no good, and most men believe that women are more virtuous. You know what I'm saying? So most men believe in the she's innocent. She's not did anything wrong, and that's from my perspective. So when I ask those questions, I really want to hear what the ladies think. I wish I could get a lady to hop in and say what they say, but I
Man,
don't know.
look, man.
Go ahead,
I
I'm
get
listening.
where
Go
you're
ahead, man.
going with this. Let me just say this, Charles.
Hmm.
Look, any woman tells me that she has only slept with 3 to 4 men, that's the men that she was attached to. Let me say that again to you goddamn silly ass men. If a woman comes to you and say, I only had 3 to 4 sex partners, don't question it. Just be like, all right. But in the back of my mind, that's who she was attached to. The
Mm.
other guys she wasn't attached to.
Does
So
it?
I had a woman told me I only had 5 sex partners.
Hmm.
I didn't argue with her. I said, okay, all right, 5 sexually attached partners that she's no longer with.
Hmm.
But as I looked at her body in her mind, I said, "You must be thinking I'm a fool." Them other 10 or 15 guys was tickling you. That's what it is.
What
I'm
if she
looking
was
at
telling
it
you?
from a
But what if she was telling you the
mindset. You
truth?
dig what I'm saying?
But what if she was telling you the truth? You still wouldn't believe her? What if she was
I have
being?
it's a certain it's a certain instinct. You got to remember, Charles, being that street mentality still in
Mhm.
me, even though I don't do that stuff no more.
Yeah.
That street mentality, that's what gets me into a lot of trouble. That's how I lost a lot of women not want to do anything with me because I kind of know too much.
So
They could tell I know too much, and that's
how do
what
you know when
ticks
she's
me off.
honest? How do you know? What if somebody is really being honest with you? That's a question. How do you discern? Like you just go by your instinct, or you? When do you trust? When do you say, okay, this
When
woman
she
is being
tells
real
me
with
that,
me?
I don't judge her right away. I just do certain things to her. She won't even know.
What if
I'm
she told
testing
you?
her.
What if she said, I've been with 10,000 men and she's only been with one? Like just to test you. How do you discern that? Would you say, no, you ain't been with 10,000 men? Is there a way that you can read that? That's the question that I would love to
It's
ask.
certain things I would do to her. I'm not going to discuss that on the air. It's certain things I
Okay.
would do to her. Then I know she's lying or not.
Oh, I
The
get
the,
it.
the
The game is to
mentality
be
comes
sold,
in.
not to be
Yeah,
told. I got you.
yeah.
I got you,
The
player
game to be
plan.
told, not to be told. Yeah.
Oh man, this is fun, man. I wish I really really wish that ladies would join in and correct us, man. We don't know what we're talking about, but me, I would love to hear from any lady, and I don't know if any going to join, but just if you do lie to your partner, if you know people lie to their partner, why do they do it? My brother Rollo has been telling me some stuff, and I'm gonna keep chopping it up with him, but I'm trying to invite you. So if you say Rollo is wrong,
They have to get permission from their corporation. Can they take a little time off to come and talk
oh,
with each
you
other?
think it's really this? You think it's really this? Um, Yeah, yeah. Okay, this. Let me ask you this. You think?
Yeah.
Do you think that women would lie more about their sexual counts more than men? Do you think that women will lie more than men about their sexual count?
Yes,
Okay, I think this. Men will over exaggerate who they've been with, and I think women will under exaggerate. That's what I believe. So,
I agree with that. I agree with that.
okay, so let's go with this. Why does sexual count matter? That's the question. Why do you? Why does it matter how many men a woman been with? What is it? What does it? What
Because
does
you
it
want to
mean?
mentally, you want to know. Because as for me, you want to know mentally what you're getting yourself into. So if a woman tells me, "Look, I'm not no virgin. I slept around a lot," and I will respect her more than telling me, "Oh, I had a few guys and I'm goody goody." And then when I do certain things to her by putting her through a test, she's more worse than the person that's a prostitute. You get what I'm saying? I
Oh,
have
I'm
done
listening.
that, Charles.
Yeah.
I have done
I
that to
hear you.
females that told me they wasn't promiscuous, and I got it out of them to be promiscuous. You get what I'm saying?
So listen, man, you got to give a little bit of. If you're gonna sell the game, you got to get a little free game out there, just a little bit, just so people. If you talk about
Thank
how do you, just a little bit, you got to give a little snippet. So how can you tell if she's promiscuous? You got to teach me, bro. I'm already Patreon, so give me a little snippet.
I seen you on the Gmail. I'll write it to you on the Gmail.
Oh, I can't get you to give no game, man. You can get some extra Patreon subscribers right now. Say, listen, I'm gonna drop a little bit of tidbit. If you want more of it, come to my Patreon. I got you. So I'm telling you, just give a 1/10
Okay.
knowledge of how you can
I'll
tell a
tell you
girl.
what I'll do. I'll tell you one because you is my Patreon member, so I'll give you that. Instead of normally you'll post here and there, but that's good. All right, seriously, this is what I'll do. So she tell me that. So what I'll do is when we get to the place, I purposely will not even look at her for a good 20 minutes. I'll look at the TV. I believe the TV is more important than her.
Hmm.
And what she'll do is she'll start touching certain areas of mine, and then I will not engage in with her
Hmm.
at all while she's doing that. I'm not. I'm like whatever. When she sits on the lap under 20 minutes, that lets me know that she's promiscuous. That's a
Okay,
promiscuous.
I got you. I ain't got
She's
keep.
trying to see if I'm going to fall for the bait, and then I'll just hold my composure like nothing is going on. Then she does more and more. That lets me know, boom, I got her. She lied to me. Because she didn't
Okay,
do this not only to me, she did that to multiple men. You
okay.
get what
So
I'm talking
I
about?
got what you're saying. So you think more women are going to lie about how they get down than be real about it, which may be true. What about
Yep.
men? What about men? Do you think men lie about how they get down too?
Oh, let me tell you how a woman, let me tell you what a woman would do. I'm going to give you guys some information on that, some free game. This is what a woman do. If you tell her, look, I have multiple girls, this is what she going to do. She going to put you on the test.
Hmm.
Like I told a girl, I had a couple of chicks. In her mind, like, I don't see those chicks. I don't feel their energy. So
Hmm.
they will bring dudes on a date
Mm-hmm.
to see if you get upset. So she brought a dude that she knew probably messed with or not. I didn't care. And I'm like, oh, you trying to be incompetent with me. You don't believe me. So what happened was the girl did show up because she was supposed to leave at a certain time. She didn't believe I had a date.
Mm-hmm.
The other girl showed up right in front of her. And she looked at that guy and said, get out of here. I don't need you. I want to know why this girl here. I said, I told you I got somebody else. You didn't believe me. So I made the call when I went to the bathroom to show you, hey, I'm not about that. I'm about that life.
Mm-hmm.
You on this dude, you thought I was going to get upset. She got upset because she was attached to me. She thought I was going to get jealous. For what? For
Mm.
what? I know who I am. I know where I stand at. Do you know where you stand at?
Interesting. This is interesting, bro. I'm glad you hopped on, man. I'm starting to get hungry, bro. I want to keep on going. Uh, but I want a woman because this is so biased. I'm sick of the biased shows. I want it more equally balanced. Even though I enjoy dialogue with you,
They'll
and I
be
think you
talking
drop
about
some.
it amongst each other as they always do. Send each other personal Gmails. I'm sick of that Negro Rollo. Who you think he is? He's giving out too much information, girl, and all this other stuff. They'll talk to you behind the scenes. They ain't
I,
gonna say it in
well, I,
public.
I think that you can get women to be honest. Really, I do think that, but it's just that this is my belief, and I would love for anybody to correct me. But people just don't want to be judged. So on my channel, I'm not here to judge you. I may ask you some questions. They may provoke you, but trust me, I don't hold anything against you, and it's you got to do what's right for you. I think that this is my belief for both men and women. I wish that more people were more honest, but I got to think about what my brother said. He says that people don't want to hear the truth. So is it true? Do you ladies want to be lied to? I would love to hear that in the comments. And men, do you want to be lied to? I would love to hear that in the comments because I think people want the honesty. But you dropped some really strong points that you gonna make me ponder and think about it, brother. I really enjoyed the dialogue, and I'm gonna say again, even though like I think after I eat, I might come back and do another video because my brother Vate, I was talking to him earlier, and I can't say what he said correctly, but it was like, are you true about who you are, or true with yourself? So, and you start talking about purpose, and you asked me what my purpose was, and I know what I enjoy doing, but I know me, but somebody else may see a different purpose of me than what I think. So I'm always on the quest to find out who I am, even though I think I am me, and I know Charles well, but I'm still learning me because there's something new about me every day that I probably didn't know. Because I think it's a lifelong journey trying to learn yourself. So, Brother Wildlife, you got anything you want to keep on talking about? We can keep on going. But if not, then I'm gonna go
I'm
eat
good,
something.
brother, man. I gotta get going. I gotta head out. I got some calls to make, man. This is great. I'm glad to hop on
Man, it's
and
a
get a
pleasure.
different perspective, man. Get some people to think about what I'm saying. You don't have to agree. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's great to have dialogues and healthy conversations. So thanks for having me on, man.
man, you
Appreciate it.
welcome anytime, man. I'm always humbled, man, that you give me some time. Appreciate you immensely. For everybody
All
who
right,
tuned
brother.
in, um,
Peace out.
yeah, peace, bro. So for everybody who tuned in, Shelly's, Sauce Walker Hennessy, uh, Tara, um, whoever else, man, Char Willie, of course, Mr. Just Tip. I appreciate all of you because it all means something to me. I wish I had more interaction. You know, I'll tell you why I feel real special because I'm quote unquote, even though I hate the term, small YouTuber, Charles is small. But what I do like is interaction, and I wish I could get more people to dialogue with me because I'm not I never hold any assessments against you because you're entitled to your beliefs. So, but I want to know why you think the way you think and why you feel the way you feel. So when I talk to Rollo, I ask him questions not to guide him, but just to get his perspective. And a lot of us, or a lot of people will not agree or agree, whatever your view is. But the whole point is to learn why people think the way they think. And when he talked about purpose, he's the one person I know that talks about purpose. Me, I don't. My purpose is to be happy and have the most fun on the planet. That's if you want to ask me what my purpose is. But then again, do I know my purpose? So I'm gonna sit and think about that. You know, I think that I'm really good at assessing people. I think I enjoy reading, and I'm very uh, in the brain, even though I'm retarded and stupid. I'm very quick. I comprehend and retain information very, very, very rapidly. So it doesn't take me much to catch on. But I'm still humble because life is a learning experience, and I'm trying to absorb all the data that I can to be a better person. I'm always working on being a better person. So just for having one person or three people or five people come and chit chat with me, man, it means the world to me because Nobody has to give me a second. So, but I have fun doing anything that addresses men and women relationships. How can we make them better? How do we get to a place where we are healthy and people are happy with their place? And Rollo, he brought up something I'm going to do. And ladies, you're going to beat me up with this one, but I think the title, I don't know if I scheduled it, but I'm going to schedule it. I want him to lead, but I don't want to follow. Or I don't want, it's something like that. I got to look it up, but I'm going to do a talk about that. Maybe talk about when he said men's purpose are to lead and a woman is to be feminine. And I'm like, okay, I want to know what the ladies think about that one. So, yeah, I think the title I'm going to do is I want him to lead, but I don't want to follow. What do I do? You know, lady, I'm like, well, I should lead. Why should I follow? you know, but it's just it's funny to me. Should a man always lead? A lot of us just I'm against the women, the gynocracy, the hypergamy. I just want to know what you people think. It's always interesting and fun for me to have these type of dialogues, and I never know what I'm gonna say too much, but I have fun doing it. So I appreciate everybody being here. I'll probably come on a little bit later, but this was fun. I think for anybody join in. And ladies, join in the chat. Join in the chat. Come up, not just chatting. Come on and yell and say, Charles, you're so wrong. You're so biased. I would love to hear your opinion because I'm biasedly stupid. All right. Thank you. And I'll talk to you all later. And I appreciate you all. You're all awesome. I'm simping. I'm joking. Take care.